That it's been so cold the past few days. So welcome. Thank you all for joining us this evening. We are going to get started. I'm going to go ahead and pray. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
Father, we thank you so much for this opportunity we have to come to this place over these lines again and just share about your faithfulness, your goodness, and your kindness, God. As Chelsie shares her story of just how faithful you've been to her life, God, and your grace that has sustained her, and just how you've helped her all these years in her practice and life and family. We ask that you would inspire someone, God, that you would touch somebody's heart, you would speak to someone, God, and just have your way as we meet in this place, and let Jesus be glorified at the end of it all. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, welcome everybody. This is Let's Talk About Faith, conversations about faith, and all we do is we just come and listen to people's story and just hear their journey of how God has been good to them and how God has been faithful to them. And Chelsie is chiropractor. I was like, is it medical doctor? It's not medical doctor, it's some doctor or something. So and so tonight she's a mom also, and she just does many things. I don't know how she does all of that. So she's going to share with us, and I hope that it inspires someone, and that God speaks to your heart, and her story challenges you. Who knows? That might be the direction God is calling you to. So we are going to jump straight into that. Welcome, Chelsie.
Thank you.
Yeah, so tell us a little about yourself, your family, and...
Okay, so I am a chiropractor, and I am a mom of 3. Our oldest son is Waylon, and then we have 2 little girls. Emery is 3, and then Debbie is 10 months old today.
Yeah,
so
she's precious.
Yes.
Well,
yes,
all of them are. So.
They are. But yeah, busy life and lots of time to do things, right? No.
Yeah, I know.
No time to get everything done, it seems like. But yeah, so I'm originally actually from New Lancaster, but we came to school at Lacine. So New Lancaster is a small community outside of Lacine, about 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And I met my husband in high school, so we're high school sweethearts. We've been married for 15 years, 16 in November, and he's awesome. He's been there to support me through school and helping me to get started in business, and he works hard and helps provide for the family as well.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
That's incredible.
It is.
So one quick thing, how small town? Tell us, what is it about small town that you like?
Oh,
and you've been here all your life, so
pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. We lived in Olathe for a while before we moved back while I was going to school. But small town, the people. Yeah. The people are amazing in a small town. Yeah. They're always here. They have your back. Like I said, Debbie's 10 months old, and 6 days after she was born, we signed papers on our house that we're in now. And during that time, it was obviously crazy.
I know some of the crazy.
Yes, obviously crazy. But the church supplied a meal train to help us out during that time and brought meals to us every night. And I know that we've done that for people who have been in the hospital or sick or just needing extra help. And that's what people do, that, and they don't expect anything in return. It's not something they're going to hold over your head. Yeah. I had a flat tire on the road the other day, and the lady came out to make sure. There's only one house around, but she came out to make sure that I was okay, because she'd seen me sitting there for a little while. Yeah. And then I had another gentleman driving by on a tractor, stopped and pulled over to make sure I was okay.
Only in small towns.
Only in small towns, Yeah, but it's really nice. That close-knit community feel is truly an amazing thing.
Yeah. That's really, I will confess, that's really good. I've lived in big cities, but small towns are incredible.
They really are.
Yeah, they're incredible. You can get all the support that you really need. So.
Absolutely.
So what is one of the fun facts, things, like special things about small town, like?
Okay, so there's several.
Yes, go for it.
So a few, we were talking about directions the other day. It's not just, you're going to go north for 2 miles and take a right on 7th Street or whatever street. It's, you're gonna head over toward John Smith's house, and then you're gonna go a couple more miles and then take a left over by Miller's Corner. Now, if you've reached the grain bins, you've gone too far. Yeah. So that's more how we give directions.
That is so funny.
Yes. But okay, a couple more things that I love. You can see the stars at night. I love being able to see the stars at night. It's beautiful. Yeah. And then the other awesome thing that I do not miss at all in the city, there are no traffic jams here.
Yes, no traffic. Except when you have the train. It feels like it's a big traffic because you don't get that often.
Yes.
So when I'm coming at the train, like, I'm like,
there's five cars in front of you and you're all stopped. That's
and you feel like, oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't happen. So that's beautiful.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you already told us what you do as a profession, and okay. So what led you to start your practice and especially here in Lansing, instead of moving to a big town?
Sure. So actually, before I started my practice here, I was working over in Garnett for Dr. Lynn Wilson.
Oh, okay.
So I worked with him for a couple years and just kind of built up my skills. And he was an awesome person to shadow. He was always there to help me out, guide me. You know, even though you're a doctor, you don't always know everything.
Yeah.
So it's good to get some knowledge built up as well. But I started here, one, because both of our families are from here, and it's really important to my husband and I that our children are with our families as well, and get to know them and have a strong relationship with them. But the other great thing is cost of living in small towns is a lot lower. It's a lot easier to be able to start up a business in a small town. And just, you have higher visibility. It's easier to get to meet people and get involved in groups around here so that people know about you.
Yeah.
So getting started is, I feel like, a lot easier than it would be in a big city.
Okay. Awesome. So being an entrepreneur, I know it's a lot of work, it's a lot of discipline, it's a lot of time, and you have these 3 kids, and then you're a wife, and then you serve at the church, and then you serve at what is the business people thing?
I don't really do that anymore now since Debbie's been born. It was too much. But I was on the Chamber of Commerce as well.
Yeah, but you've been doing all of that. So have you been doing all of those things?
So you have to be very disciplined. You have a schedule and you stick to it. You plan ahead. You don't go into your day thinking, oh, I wonder what's on the schedule today. What's the next day? You already kind of have a mindset of what needs to be done. And, you know, some days I get busier than others and I don't get everything done that was on my list of things to do. But oftentimes I'll go back to work at 8:30 in the evening after the kids are in bed and try to finish up as much as I can. And, you know, there's always something to do.
Okay, people, I don't know if you have any young people on the line. Do you hear that? Discipline. It doesn't come cheap.
It does not.
It's hard work. It's discipline. It's intentionality. You can't sleep on the bed. I'm like, okay, it's going to happen. No, it doesn't work like that.
No. And I will say that if you get started out right, it's a lot easier to keep on that path than messing up or letting things get behind and then trying to play catch up and trying to do it right. Later in life. It's a lot easier to start it out right and keep going from there.
Awesome. That's good. So how has your faith in God influenced your life and your business?
Okay, so I've always been driven because I care about people. So in high school, I'd actually thought about becoming a psychiatrist. I always thought the mind was a beautiful thing too. And I have a ton of love for those people who do that, but I'm very glad that I did not do that because I feel like that's something I would have took home with me and it would not have been healthy for me personally. But anyways, so yeah, I've always cared about people and that's kind of what's driven me. And you know, I have some patients that come in who, you know, they're going through a hard time. They're struggling in life, whether that's taking care of their parents or somebody who's not doing well or something else that they're going through personally. And I just take a couple extra moments, you know, with them, that's awesome. And they can have a chance to talk to somebody that they can feel safe with, that they can trust. And a lot of times that's just kind of what they're looking for, is somebody to be able to confide in and be able to talk to. But
that's incredible. So it's not just, you're not just doing your job, you're doing ministry actually. Because I think many people just need, like you said, an ear, someone who can listen, and they will trust that what they say it's not going to go out of there. So that's incredible. That's good.
But just sharing God's love, right?
Yes, that's it. So have you ever been through a challenging season, and how did you handle that?
I did. So I don't think you know about this, but our middle child, Emery, who's now 3, she had a lot of severe developmental delays. She didn't start eating until she was 18 months old.
Oh, wow.
She didn't start walking until she was 2 years old.
You can't tell.
Well, you can with her speech. Her speech is delayed. And she's eating now, which is a true blessing. But we've went through all sorts of testing at the Children's Hospital and therapy for years. And, well, she's 3. She's done therapy since she was about 10 months old, I believe.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so anyway, she is now up to, and I'm really excited to say this because she was lower, but she's now up to 3% in weight for her age and 1% in height.
Okay.
So that's how severe it was. Anyway, so during that time, I kind of had to put my focus on her, just to make sure she was going to make it.
Yeah.
You know? And I had to set my business, I didn't completely set it aside, but my focus was mostly on her during that time, and it had to be. I'm a parent first.
That's a wise.
I'm a parent first, and so she's doing better now, so when I said it's easier to get on that right path the first time than play catch up, because now I'm trying to play catch up because I wasn't able to continue on that path while she was going.
But that wasn't intentional. It was
not
life.
Intentional. That was a life thrown at me, and you know what? Sometimes life throws things your way. Sometimes God has a different plan for you, or wants you to see something from a different perspective. And I have a whole lot of sympathy out there for some mamas who I didn't have any clue what they were going through before. Yeah.
Okay. So what will you say to someone who is going through? It might not be something similar, but just a tough season, a difficult season in life. And
so my biggest thing is look for the positives in life. Okay. Give yourself credit for what you've done. See the positives, but also take some time to reflect on yourself and see if there's something that you're doing that can be changed or tweaked a little bit to move you forward in a more positive direction.
Wow, look for the positives in life. And that's so true, because at times when things are going bad, the tendency is not to see any. It's like we get blinded to all the little positives around, and so that's
we do.
Look for the positive and
look for what God has done for you. And possibly what He's using this challenge or difficulty in your life to move you toward or strengthen you
and how you are being changed and transformed. And so that's awesome. That's incredible. So people, if life is just hitting you so hard, just turn your eyes a little around and see what has God done. How is He changing you? How are you becoming better? And you wanted to say
and pray and ask your church family to pray for you.
That's a big one.
And your friends, whoever you can. Ask for prayer, because prayer is powerful.
That's powerful. Lean on people. Don't do it alone. Don't do it alone.
There are so many people out there that care about you and care for you. It's amazing. Don't ever feel like you're alone in this world, because you're not.
And it's strange, because at times we are so surprised when we go through something. It's like we're thinking, what if I tell this person, what are they going to think? What is going to be their reaction? Would they be willing? Am I putting a lot of burden on them? But we are amazed that people are so willing to help. But at times we are just the ones who are afraid to ask for help.
Absolutely.
So just reach out and ask for help. So why would somebody come and see a chiropractor? It's one of the, I think, I go for massages almost every month, but I've never gone to see a chiropractor.
Never gone.
I haven't, so I need to go see one. I don't even know why I should, but
because we're awesome.
Yes,
because we're awesome. So we are musculoskeletal specialists. We specialize in the muscular and skeletal systems of the body.
Okay.
We work anywhere from headaches on down to foot pain. I've done so many cases for plantar fasciitis and tennis elbow and carpal tunnel, as well as the headaches and neck pain and back pain. So any joint in the body we can actually treat. So it's not just the spine. A lot of people think chiropractor is the spine, but extremity joints, shoulders, hips, knees, elbows, all of that. We can treat those as well. Automobile accidents, work injuries, those things can progress later in life, and if they aren't treated, can actually progress more with arthritis and things of that nature too. It's wonderful for pregnancy as well.
So if somebody just, like you're feeling the headache and you're like, which kind of headache is this? They can just come.
Yeah, you can come see us, and if we can't help you, if it's something that we're not capable of doing, we'll tell you that.
So how do you do like a check? What do you do?
Sure. I didn't want to cough into the microphone. So we'll take your vitals, your blood pressure, and make sure there's nothing crazy going on there. I actually had one patient who had a brain cancer and had this abnormally high blood pressure. And I seen the blood pressure and I just looked at him and said, you have to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
You know? And he got it checked out and he had brain cancer. So anyway, that would be one thing, obviously, that we can't treat, but we can screen for to an extent. But blood pressure, and then we do some orthopedic testing to see exactly what is going on. Is it more muscle involvement? Is there joint involvement? Is it a disc issue? Is there a nerve problem or artery entrapment? That sort of thing.
But what if somebody's just tired? Like, I go to the massage because at times after 1 month of working, I'm just worn out and I need...
You know, it's so we don't exactly do massages, but we can help reduce tension. And sometimes when you work yourself a lot, you get tense.
Yeah.
And we can help to
think
reduce
that's me.
muscle tension. Yeah. You do a lot. You do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So what is the benefit? Is it just the...
benefit? So we reduce muscle tension, we can decrease pain, we put movement back into joints that have been restricted is what we do.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
So, and along with that, you can help decrease your risk of injury, which is pretty cool stuff.
Oh, wow.
And,
okay.
And along with the adjustment, we do different muscle therapies.
Okay.
So like electric stimulation, it sounds kind of evil, but it feels so good. Usually it feels really good. So muscle stim, we do instrument-assisted soft tissue manipulation, or I do personally. Not every chiropractor does every modality.
Okay.
Ultrasound is one, but we also teach our patients stretches and exercises to help with their problem area. So for like muscle tension up here and anterior head carriage, I'd show you how to strengthen the deeper neck muscles, strengthen the superficial ones and the tight muscles back here at the top of your head, back of the head I should say, and also the shoulder region. So we try to provide you with the tools that you can do on your own at home, so you don't have to keep coming back.
Yeah.
I don't like to go to the doctor all the time.
Yeah.
Nobody does.
Nobody does.
So but that also holds the patient accountable, and sometimes
yes, that's true. And it takes a lot of discipline to be able to keep doing that when you're being asked to do it.
It does, yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Okay, I might start looking for and make an appointment. Please, if you're like, man, I feel so tired. Oh, my body's aching. Can you just call Chelsie or go to her office and get some help, get your body relaxed and running and going. And if you work so much, you sit for so many hours on the computer, you might want to try to do that. It's going to help you because you want to stay healthy and
that's right.
Live longer.
We're really just trying to provide a better lifestyle.
Yeah.
Get you playing with your grandkids again.
You know? Yep. Yeah. Awesome. Oh. So I wanted to ask the details. I think you already said details about the services you offer. Okay, how can people reach you?
So I am actually right beside City Hall in town. Okay. You can call me. My number's 913-757-2003. Or just stop by and make an appointment.
Okay.
I'm currently only there on Mondays and Fridays right now. I had to reduce my hours after I had my second child. Or I should say my third, second one that's at home full time.
Yeah.
But my third child, but I'm looking naturally to get back to doing full time again. We've got Emery going on a good path. And
because she's in school now.
She's 2 half days a week.
Oh, okay.
But she's eating better and she's talking more and she's just on a good path right now. And I feel like she would be okay if I did start going back a little more.
Awesome. Wow. So you have Chelsea's number. You want to say the number again? I feel like
It's
913
757-2003.
757-2003.
Yes.
Okay. Call Chelsie or just get to the City Hall. Her office is right. You will see the big sign right up and there. So knock on her door on Mondays and Fridays, and she's going to be there to help you. If you can't go there, give her a call. And we all want to stay healthy. We all want to stay strong. And if you don't live in Lansing or in Linn County, and you're like, oh, I need a chiropractor, what do I do? Go on the internet. You might find somebody close in your town that is close by. And invest in your health, invest in your life. It's taking care of yourself. Love yourself.
Yes, you get one body in this life.
Yes. If you neglect it, you go to heaven before time, and
yes,
God might be surprised, like, what are you doing here? I didn't want you now. So yeah. So thank you so much, Chelsie. It's good having you. Do you have any one last word you would like to say to people?
Like I said, prayer is powerful. I had somebody praying for us when we were going through with Emery, and I went to him in prayer for other things as well, and I can feel it, and I can tell when he's listening to me, and I can tell when I need to pray harder. So it is
awesome.
powerful.
Yeah, prayer is powerful. I am a witness to that. Prayer is so powerful. Yes. And pray alone. Call your church family to pray with you. Tell people to pray with you, and just keep praying until the results come. There is nothing that God cannot change as we pray. And so that's the last word for tonight. Thank you so much for coming, Chelsie. Thank you all for joining us. God bless you. God keep you. And if you want to be a chiropractor and you're like, oh man, I love that, I'd like to help people like that, I think you can still reach out to Chelsie. Yes. She will surely tell you what to do and how to go about it. Okay. Yes. Blessings. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.